Hey folks, this is Noah from REIZoom again. This is the follow-up to the PropertyWizard video. It's going to be a little bit more extended, and I'm going to go into a little bit more depth on how it works and how to use the templating system. So I'm going to start by just doing a side-by-side comparison, template versus results. And so on the left here, this is the template. And on the right here, this is the result. So just take a moment to look at this, and it'll sink in a little bit exactly how the templating system works. And again, I know this is a super complicated system, and explaining it is kind of tough. But once you get it and you see the power of it, you'll never go back to using anything else. So on the left here, we have a pretty straightforward template. It starts with the address, city, state, and zip. These are just simple property variables. We have this weird looking thing called Street View Image, and it's got this percentage sign. Keep that in mind because this is the only variable with that percentage sign. And then we have cash buyer price, repairs, estimated value, so on. Okay, so let's assume for this property that let me open up my calculator here. It's worth $272,000. Okay, $272,000. That's the ARV. So we want to have this little document that we can take to our real estate club and print out like 30 or 40 of these, put them at the table and say, hey, look, we've got this amazing deal, and you pass this out to potential cash buyers. And it's got the street view. So anyways, let's go over the numbers. This property needs $10,000 in work, and you want to use the ARV formula and say that your discount multiple for cash buyers is 70%. So let's take 70% of the ARV times 70%. And then it needs $10,000 in work, minus $10,000. Okay, so the price for the cash buyer is going to be $180,400. That's what the cash buyer would offer to the seller. But as a wholesaler, if you're wholesaling, you need to offer a couple grand less or more if you're a big wholesaler. So maybe take out another $3,000 or $10,000. So but anyways, this is what your cash buyer would pay. So here we go. This is what you would take to the real estate club, and that's your asking price for the wholesale deal. That's what the repairs are. The ARV is $272,000, and then look at this. You've got this little description that looks like it was handwritten. And so, but you didn't actually write this at all, and I'll show you how it came up with these things: the bedroom, bathroom count, square footage, so on. Okay, so let's get to it again, before and after. So back at PropertyWizard, if you wanted to do what I just did, let's do it with maybe a different template. First of all, you've got your search history. You can click on each one of these and just sort of, without using another search credit, just pull back up the old records. So that's cool. So let's just make another one. And let's do the terms offer. It's a much fancier looking document. And yeah, so again, there's our market value. There's our repairs. And let's say it doesn't need any repairs. Let's put 0 here. And we have the cash stuff is very simple. It's the ARV times the multiple minus the repairs minus the assignment fee, and that's what would be offered to sellers. You add back the assignment fee, and that's what you offer to cash buyers. Now, I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the very specific details of creative financing. That's something that you have to go over with a real estate coach. But if you want to, I'll just go through each variable here as it's relevant to the offer generator. So the discount multiplier, that if you want to offer full price, make that 100%. If you want to take 5% off and in respect take 5%, give them a 5% down payment, making the net starting balance of the loan maybe $10,000. I'm assuming make it overall 10% less than the market value. You would set something up that looks a little bit like this. So discount multiple, it just affects the starting balance of the loan. Down payment, again, affects the starting balance of the loan. Repairs are also accounted for, so repairs are taken out first thing. The interest rate, easy. Now the amortization term and the balloon term, they're a little bit different. These are not in years, rather they're in months, and that's for your own flexibility and because programming with years is harder than programming with months. So this is what it looks like. Now, let's say you want to present a spectrum of offers between cash and 0% down financing, which is a good idea. That's creating a lot of flexible options for the sellers. You're going to need more creative financing abilities. So you can go into multi-tier offers, and basically you just get another 3 different sets of creative financing offers, and there are variables available for everything that has to do with these offers. Different amortization charts, different monthly payments, and so on. So you can use that if you know what you're doing with that. So easy peasy. Let's go back and let's just generate one of these. You know what? I'm just going to take a risk. I don't even know what's in this one, but I must have set it up at some point. Let's just generate this and see what happens. Actually, let me verify. Okay, yeah, it looks like we have some different stuff there. All right, I'm going to hit generate. Hope it works. I actually don't even know what that document says. But again, it's going to process kind of like in the last video. And when it's done, I'm going to be able to download it, and we're going to be able to inspect and see what's going on with it. All right, so we download it, we open it up. All right, it looks like the street view image was shifted to the left, but that's okay. We have your offer estimate details. That's a nice big number. Remember, the ARV for this property is $270,000. Imagine you're the seller and you see that, and then you tell them it's paid over 5 years. So it's a powerful model. So this is just a nice, pretty document. This one comes with the account. You can use this to look at your use this in your own and adapt it to make it your own and have your own branding. Okay, so it looks like this one I guess I set it up, has 3 different options for creative financing with different amortization schedules and so on. So this first one has this monthly payment, and it has this very simple amortization chart. You can make much more complicated ones if you want, but this one sort of weighs it in the way of making it look like a good deal to the seller. So you can look at that. Here's a 5% down option. That looks like it's... No, it is a lower... okay, yeah. So giving them 5% down, this is their offer estimate, and that's the amount down. And here's the effect on the amortization chart. Here's a 10% down. That's the 10% of the ARV. And you notice that the offer estimate's going down, and so this is why you can use this to build up to a 0% down offer. There's the monthly payment, purchase price, total interest paid, so on. And it looks like, yeah, so this one has 3 of those. So imagine you're on the phone with the seller and they say, all right, just send me an offer. You send them one of these things. It takes you a minute and a half from start to finish to come up with one of these offer estimates. And it looks like you spent hours working on these documents. So this is why it's going to be such a game changer. If you at all work with subject to or creative financing, this is for sure going to be one of your best friends. And the reason is also that it's very affordable. I'm still working out exactly what the pricing is going to be. Right now, it's 1 credit for searching the address. That's not going to be changing, but I need to figure out exactly how I'm going to price the creation of the documents in terms of credits. So that will probably be set in stone at some other point. So I apologize for the long video. I know this is quite a rambling one. If you want to work with this system and you have any trouble with it, reach out to me. I know this is kind of a tough one. So reach out to me and I will walk it through with you personally and help you set up your templates. And I hope you use it to close more deals and have an impact on your community. So thank you for watching.